on the night. Our Indiana Members Credit Union winning combination is Boston to Clark. Some impressive shots over her short time in Indiana, Debbie. That is right up there with them.
They're down 11 to start the fourth quarter.
From the Clark injury. Clark crossing over on the drive, steps back and knocks it down. Injury. In fact, Benlay lays that one in.
Look at the attack, how quickly up the floor.
And Clark hits a three.
The arena was trembling, the crowd on their feet, and every heartbeat sinking with the final seconds of the clock. But no one, absolutely no one, was ready for what Caitlin Clark was about to do. With her team down by 2 and pressure crushing every inch of the court,
Gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Staring to the right side, knows who's there, drop pass behind. Could be the deepest shot we've seen Caitlin Clark make as a pro.
She's played terrific defense as well. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits.
But then on the offensive end, I mean, that's a great contest by Carrington. She goes over the screen.
she stood there with the ball in her hands, eyes locked on destiny. What happened next wasn't just a shot. It was a miracle that left an entire stadium gasping for air. The play had broken down. Teammates were covered, defenders swarming like they already saw victory in their hands.
One pass shot, no pass shot, possessions for New York. Clark, step back three. Oh, she hit it and draws the...
New York is doing a really good job of getting into the vision of Caitlin Clark early.
Clark steps on the gas, goes right by...
We're going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark out of the inbounds.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over her. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting.
Caitlin took a step back, dribbling once, twice, each bounce echoing like a countdown to history. The coach yelled for a timeout, but she didn't hear anything except the roar of her own determination. With 3 seconds left, she spun away from the double team.
Outside, Boston the rebound. Clark on the fake. Clark weaves inside and the reverse. It's been a lot of Caitlin Clark. A steal and a bucket. This time finding her way around.
Backdoor cutting to Wheeler, but it's turned over. 2-on-1 the other way. Caitlin Clark going right in at Diggins, who attempts to block the shot. No call. 51 of their 28 all-time home matchups against Indiana. That is their best record against any team. And Caitlin Clark
lifting the ball with a calmness that made it look like time had slowed to a crawl. As the ball left her fingertips, everyone froze. It wasn't just a shot, it felt like the entire season was hanging in the air. Silence swept across the arena.
Second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in. Back and forth, it's a gauntlet to begin her career.
No shot is too far away from the rim for Caitlin Clark. Carrington gets caught underneath the screen from Boston.
Here's Clark with it. In fact, Benlay inside against the taller Mercedes Russell and still gets it to...
Tough. Plays as many minutes as anybody. Has been so good in her career. Usually a taking contest.
Even the opposing bench stood still, watching the ball float through the lights. And then, the buzzer screamed. The ball kissed the rim once, twice, and then dropped straight through the net. For a second, there was no sound.
All pulls it down. 3 blue jerseys are back. All into the teeth of the defense. Clark fading and hitting.
By Indiana, and it results in a little post-up opportunity for Clark. There's the bump and the foul, the and one.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Ooped at it and knocks that one down, and it's a big one. Gets old.
Then the arena exploded. Fans jumped, teammates rushed the court, and even the commentators lost their voices trying to describe what they just witnessed. People were screaming, crying, hugging strangers. Because Caitlin hadn't just won the game.
The season's a bit more condensed. turnover for rookies like Clark, and she weaves her way inside, cutting the foul.
To the WNBA, I think Caitlin Clark just answered that a little bit, weaving through not one, not two, four defenders protected.
He and Gainbridge down there might be worn out by the end of the year. She's hit a couple shots from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Here's Clark on the drive and the finish.
A straight line drive. She gets it high off the glass.
She had created a moment that would be replayed for years. Opponents stood in disbelief, unable to process how she managed to pull off a shot that looked mathematically impossible. As cameras swarmed her, Caitlin smiled with that mix of relief and fire that only true champions carry.
High percentage shooter. Here she is out on Caitlin, who shoots over her and hits a three. You saw her do it over Brianna Stewart. Here it is again. Caitlin just uses that speed to blow by the defense.
Will be their third. Caitlin Clark asks for the ball, and that's why.
Done throughout her career at multiple levels.
Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indiana in their last possession.
She didn't call it magic. She didn't call it luck. She called it preparation meeting courage. And in that electrifying moment, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a buzzer beater. This was a Caitlin Clark miracle, one that left the world screaming in shock.
Annie at the three, Boston the rebound, getting her first minutes. Clark, the flick ahead, oh what a dime from Clark, and Jones lays it in. Team to secure the rebound. Knocked away by Clark, here's Clark. Ahead of the field, Caitlin Clark has her first all.
Chicago's been trying to find a way to get Rachel Banham going. That's one way.
Count the packets. Caitlin Clark has an.
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go, and the foul.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark reminded us why sports are full of unforgettable moments. That buzzer beater wasn't just a shot. It was a story of determination, focus, and sheer talent converging in the most dramatic way.
Clark, as we mentioned, only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today.
Clark hasn't shot the best in the second half, and this is just a great job. Little hesitation, change of.
Want to stay with that tempo, maybe even tired of the Pete Rattle.
Clark working on Natisha Heidemann, who's just checked in. She's a good defender too, and Clark, that was your pro Anna Marquette. Mid-second rounder who's really found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark just weaving her way in.
Fans leapt out of their seats, voices merging into a single roar of disbelief and awe. Moments like these define careers, ignite passions, and give us memories that last a lifetime. Whether you watched live or caught the replay, one thing is clear: Caitlin Clark's brilliance isn't just a highlight.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three.
Clark.
Her threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull, got it.
Now Clark looking to push, cross-court pass. Pull, back to Clark. She will launch and bury a three.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next upload.